And welcome back to Mission 12, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. We're now on the, well, not so interesting half of the game. Because from Mission 12 onwards to Mission 17, we are backtracking the entire game. Because the Saviour, the big statue thing we saw last part, has moved back to the cathedral we fought Dante in right at the very beginning. So now, they try and spice it up a little bit, but for most of it we are just going to be backtracking the whole game, and thankfully they have shrunk it so it's easier to get through. Like, we're not going to be spending so much time. I'll say it's only mission 12 to 17. Let's get this over with. And you'll notice the battle theme's changed, because in the main story we'd be playing as Dante right now instead of Nero. And so it plays Dante's battle theme instead of Nero's now, to match it. And I kind of like Dante's theme, it's just not as catchy as some of his old ones. Like, I'll never forget Lock and Load from Devil May Cry 1. And this is also our official meeting with the Mega Scarecrows we've been dealing with. This is where you'll first encounter them. Because the first half of this mission isn't too bad, it's just recollecting some of the old equipment, but as soon as we reach here, the God's power no longer resides here, the headquarters is beginning to collapse, so now we have a time limit. The time limit's that forgiving because if you go to 100% this, you have to intentionally go the wrong way a few times. But I'm going to try and do this. If you fall down there, there's an extra battle, so let's see. No, there's no way I'm getting that, nope. Because he swapped direction halfway through. That gold orb's there. Gold orbs, basically, if you die, you can revive on the spot if you so desire. You see, when I went to collect it, it's still there even though I couldn't. That's because I'm full, because I never actually use them. If I die, I accept it and restart mission. Try and keep this guy off screen. Oh, he went on screen. I was trying to see if I can keep him off screen. And got ya. That's why I was trying to avoid that fight, because there's so many frosts. The timer's never actually given me trouble, even when I've gone to 100 to get everything for the 100%, so seriously don't worry about it if you're like me and to test time trials. Just pretend it doesn't exist and you'll be fine. Ah, come on, that's not fair. God, Million Stab is still stupendously overpowered, even with Virgil. I mean, Dante is the one that's the classic, so you expect it, but still. Right, when you recollect the key of Cronus, this thing outright stops instead of slowed down, so you don't have to worry about trying to time your jumps or only having so long to use it or whatever. You can just go. The laser walls here still shouldn't give you that much of a trouble, but just be wary, because I nearly got hit there because it was the end piece. And we're already actually right near the end. We're right back at the entrance. Remember, we had to steer off to get to where Argonus was, but we don't need to do that because we don't need. It's only if you're going 100%. If you're going 100%, you go up there. But since we're not, we don't have to. We can just keep on moving, and we have loads of time still. Ah, I didn't time that well at all. See if I can get him to do it again, because I want to try and time that. No, he's not doing it. There we go. Yeah, if you haven't guessed already, the Angelos have never been something I've been a fan of. But I like them because they're extra fair challenge, but sometimes they get a few free hits that they really shouldn't get. And you'll see as we go out the door, that's it. The place just collapsed. And we still had, what, like 6 odd minutes to spare? Yeah, see? You really should never have any struggle with that. But now we're going back to the forest. Yay. This is also in the earlier missions what I said, and we will be coming back to some of the locations. So we'll be going back to the old castle as well later on, which will be nice. And it also means we'll be rematching some of the old bosses. Not Credo though, which I'd actually kind of liked. We don't have any more fights with Dante since in the main plot we'd be playing as Dante at this point. And thankfully we don't have to fight the window again because it's already smashed. But yes, simple mission really. And it's done and over with in, well, only 7.5 minutes. Sweet.